Hello, and welcome to a demo showing the procedure to add motors to Rocksim 9.0. Before we start that, I just want to show you one thing that's caused me some difficulties in the past. We have a rocket here, and say I want to simulate this using a I-224 motor. So normally you go up to Simulation, Prepare for Launch, choose Engine, and you do not see an I-224 motor. And it all has to do with this filtering area up here. First thing we look at is we're only showing single-use motors. If you put this on the blank area, it'll show all the motors, whether they're single-use or reloadable. When we take a look, there's still no I-224. So the next problem is the I-224 is a Cicerone motor. We're just filtering and looking at Aerotech motors, so we put that on the blank area again. Take a look, and we still do not see the I-224. Now the I-224 is a 29 millimeter motor. Our motor mount in this rocket is 38 millimeters, and we're only telling it to show engines that match that motor diameter. So if you take this, you can either show all engines, that'll show all size motors, or show only engines that match the motor mount or smaller. And that'll show you both 38 and 29 millimeter motors. So now if we go down, we'll look for an I-224, we see it right here. So normally when you're choosing motors, I'd leave it in this configuration where the manufacturer filter is blank and the type filter is blank. You're showing all the manufacturers, all the motor types, and then engines that match or are smaller than your motor mount. If the engine is smaller than the motor mount, you'll have to use an adapter, but it's still feasible. Okay, let's go on, take a look at adding motors to your Rocksim motor database. There's two ways of doing it. This first way is the preferred way of doing it. So we start by going to File, Reload Engine Data. You can see our two existing engine data files. I'd like to add a Loki J1000, and it's not in our database at this time. So to add it, we go to Download Engine Data, go to Manufacturer, Loki, and the common name is a J1000. And now we can do a search. It comes back to one engine, found one engine matching that criteria, and it is the Loki J1000 38 millimeter. So now we have to download that data, so you highlight it and you download selected engine data. It asks you where you want to save it, then it defaults to the area, the Rocksim data area in your user's app data. We'll take a look at that a little bit more later. But if we say save, go back to our engine data files, and it sees the Loki research, highlight it, add it to our selected engines, and say OK. Okay, now let's run a simulation using the Loki motor on this rocket. So we go to Simulations, Prepare for Launch, we'll choose an engine, and again set this on blank, this blank, motors that match our motor mount. Now if we scroll down, we see the Loki 1000. Okay, we have the Loki 1000 now in our simulation. Now let's look at the second way to update your motor database. So the first thing you need to do is go to the website www.thrustcurve.org, click the search link, and here we can search for your motor. So we'll say we're looking for a Loki research, and the common name again is J1000. So if I say search, it comes back with two files. One's a manufacturer file from 2009, and one's the file that they certified the motor on in 2015. We will pick the newer file. Shows you the thrust curve in newtons, and we can download that file. So now that we've downloaded our motor file, we need to move it into the Rocksim data folder. That folder can be found at C, Users, your username, mine happens to be Dad, and there should be a folder in here called App Data, APP Data. We don't see it now because it's a hidden folder. We can show it by going to our search bar and type in folder, and then click File Explorer options, View, Show Hidden Files and Folders, and there it is, App Data. App Data, Local, Apogee Components, Rocksim 9, and your data file. Here's where we'll store it. We already have the Aerotech and Cicerone data in here. So, go to our Downloads folder again. We'll copy this. We'll go back to our Rocksim data folder. Again, App Data, Local, Apogee Components, Rocksim 9 data, and we'll store it here. Okay, now we have our motor file in our Rocksim data folder. Now that we've stored the motor file in the Rocksim data folder, we can use it in a simulation. So we'll simulation, prepare for launch, choose engine, and I'll sort by manufacturer this time. And we can see there's the file we added, the Loki J1000. And now we've added the J1000 to our simulation. I've now shown you two ways to add motor files to your Rocksim software. I hope this helps you in your endeavors, and we'll see you at the launch.